Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel Technical Diversity. I hope that you guys are doing great. So in today's video we are going to start a series in which we are going to learn that what is the concept of designing the HTML web pages, how can we design the websites and other thing. So let's begin with the video, and before starting the video I request you guys to please subscribe my YouTube channel Technical Diversity, and don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel so you never miss any kind of update from my YouTube channel Technical Diversity. So let's begin with the things. So first I am going to tell you the concept of HTML, that what really is HTML and what is the concept of web designing. So for that purpose I am going to open the paint. I've opened the paint. Now in the world of the programming there are two things. The first one is referred as backend and second one is referred as front end. So backend and front end, these are the two terms. These terms are used for different purposes. Backend is used for the purpose of algorithm. You can store the algorithm in the backend, and the algorithm are used for step-by-step structures, and these are definite structures, and these are used for solving any kind of problem that you want to solve, and the problem solving method is based on the instructions. And on the other hand there is front end. And what is the purpose of front end? Front end is used and it is used as a kind of interface to design the interface of your application. For example, in any kind of game there are a lot of characters, a lot of buildings, a lot of vehicles. So those are the assets of that game, and those are designed as a front end. And how these work, how the weapons are used, how the cars are running, those are the concepts that are briefly executed from the concept of backend. So for the purpose of backend there are several languages that are being used, like PHP, C++, C# and Python. There are several languages, and for the purpose of front end mainly used language is referred as HTML. HTML is also called hypertext markup language. Hypertext markup language, and it is used for the purpose of web designing the web pages. You can design a lot of web pages in HTML. And the next question we got, that is HTML, whether the HTML is a programming language or not. Whenever you have to go in a job interview or anywhere else, so this is the very righteous question that may be asked to you, that whether it is a programming language or whether this one is a structural language. So the answer is that HTML is a structural language. It's not a kind of programming language. So you can use HTML in case that you want to design the structures. So this is the scenario of HTML, and HTML is based on the tags. Tags are the main things on which HTML is based. Tags also can be referred as the cheat codes. You can use tags as a reference of the cheat codes. You have to learn and memorize these tags, and these are used for different kind of purposes in HTML. The next thing is that there is a term and a software that is referred as compiler. Compiler is used in HTML. Compiler is used in different programming languages and as well as structural languages. Compiler is used for the conversion of high level language to the low level language. What is the difference between high level and low level? High level languages, all those languages that are understandable by the human being, those languages are referred as high level languages, and all those languages that are understandable by the machines, those languages are referred as low level languages. And there is another term that is referred as assembly language. Assembly language, those language that is converted into the assembly language. Assembly language is not a machine language. Human cannot understand its syntax easily. It is understandable, but not like a piece of cake. Human have to put a lot of effort in understanding, because the assembly language is based on registers, so you have to deal with that thing. So all those languages that are understandable by a human being is high level language. All those languages that are understandable by the machine are referred as low level languages. So these are two terms, you can use these things. And now the next thing, why do we use HTML language? Why not we used C++? As we have defined, the C++ is a backend language. It is used for the purpose of developing the logics. But on the other hand, HTML is a kind of front-end language. It is a kind of structured language, so it is used as a purpose of designing the web pages and all those stuff that you are willing to create in the term of web designing the web pages. So on the other hand, there are some kind of limitations in HTML. The limitations are that first limitation is that you must use a certain kind of compiler. We have built-in compiler in our system that is referred as Notepad. Notepad is a software, it is text, it is used to write a text file, but it can also compile the web pages. You can also create the web pages using the Notepad, because it is used to turn out the .txt files into .html files. So you can create web pages using the Notepad. The next limitation is that you must memorize the tags that are used in HTML. There are several tags that are used in HTML, so you must memorize all those tags if you want to learn HTML and if you want to succeed in HTML. So you have to learn all those tags, all those necessary tags that are regarding your work that you are doing in HTML. And proceeding further, there is another thing, that what is the third limitation? The third limitation is that this is not a limitation, but it is a sign of a good coder, that your tag must be your code must be beautiful. And now, what is the meaning of beautiful in terms of writing the code? Alignments in the coding matters a lot, because when you are going to code, you have to think that one day you have to leave that organization currently in which you are working, so you have to put your code in that syntax that whenever you will went to another organization, and in the previous organization the programmer that will take your place, he should be able to modify your code. But if you have written the code, if your code is not neat, if your code is not written in a beautiful manner, then the programmer cannot understand that what have you written, what structure have you defined, what have you written. So these are the terms, these are very necessary terms that you have to understand to understand these concepts of HTML. Your code must be neat, it should be beautiful, it should be aligned well. So these are the things that you need to memorize while working on the HTML. So these are the structural things that I have told you regarding the HTML. These are the structural things that I have defined you in HTML, and you have to look on these things. And that's all from today's video. I hope that you guys like the video, and if you like the video, then do subscribe my YouTube channel, Technical Diversity, and don't ever forget to press the bell icon. And I hope that you guys will work and you guys will put some effort on this thing, because I know that you have to understand that all these things takes time to create. So as a creator, we are going to create a lot of technical stuff for you guys, so please do all the necessary things that we will teach you in the whole series. So we'll meet you in the next video. Till then, take care, and do subscribe my YouTube channel Technical Diversity, and don't ever forget to press the bell icon. Thank you.